welcome to Kicking It with Sensei, and today we're joined with Danny Shea, karate instructor and YouTuber who has just had his first birthday on YouTube. So, happy
Thank you
birthday,
for
Danny.
having me on. I'm honored.
Yeah. And would you like to give our audience a little bit of background into your martial arts?
Well, I'm with Martial Arts America. We teach a style called Marudo. It's an American kind of blended martial art. It comes from all kinds of different arts.
Yeah.
Each level kind of represents a different style, if you will.
Yeah. Excellent. Sounds very interesting. And how did you first get started on martial arts?
Well, I came from that whole Karate Kid era. I wanted to do martial arts all my life, and my dad was in the military, and I went to him. I was like, "Hey, Dad, can I do karate?"
Yeah.
He said no. He said, "You might get hurt, so that's a negative." Fast forward about 10, 12 years, and I moved out of my dad's house. Moved in with my then girlfriend, now wife, and I went to her, and I was kind of looking up all these karate schools, and she says, "Hey, I know one. My sister works there. Just check it out." So I went in, and I've kind of been a permanent fixture since. They can't seem to get rid of me.
Seems to be a way with most martial artists, and as you said, you were a big fan of the Karate Kid era.
Oh
And,
yeah.
I have to ask, Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do, which camp are you in?
Oh, well, if I had to be honest, I'm Miyagi-Do. I'm the nice guy. I'm the funny guy. I'm the goofball of the Federation.
Yeah.
However, considering we're in a contemporary art, I guess that would kind of make us sort of the Cobra Kai.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've done a lot of interviews and everyone's Miyagi-Do. I'm yet to find someone to stand beside me with Cobra Kai, but
Well, I'm all in for Cobra Kai these days. I mean, they've kind of changed their tune. They're not quite the bad guys that they used to be. Well, except for Kreese, obviously.
yeah. I like Chris.
I thought he was hilarious. He did a great job.
Yeah, excellent. Martin Cove's such a laid-back guy too, and
Oh,
I've seen him
absolutely. I've seen all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff with him.
such a contrast to his character on the show.
Yes,
So,
very much so.
yeah. And you do Super Shea tutorials online and a lot of weapons-based stuff. Are you very inclined towards weapons rather than the hand-to-hand combat?
Um, I love both, but man, I took a liking to the weapons as soon as they put one in my hand,
Yeah.
and it's kind of been a passion ever since. Honestly, the YouTube page started because we have a intro to weapons class in our school, and I kind of got picked to teach it. So we rotate through 5 different weapons. So you'll see a weapon for like 2 months, and then you won't see it again for another 8 to 10 months. So
Yeah.
one of the instructors and I were talking. I was telling her about this idea I had for a YouTube channel, and she said, "Well, just go and do it." And I was like, "Oh, I can't do that. I mean, the owner, Mr. Franzen, I'm not sure if he'll approve of it." She said, "You know what? Go ask now." So I did, and the rest is kind of history. But I do kind of lean toward the weapons. I've always loved the manipulation. I'm sorry, and the tricking with them. I feel like a Ninja Turtle when I do it.
Yeah. I think the Ninja Turtles drove a lot of into the martial arts, so it's always a bonus. And
Yeah, I always wanted to be Michelangelo.
I was always Leonardo, but I think I was just obsessed with sharp weapons and katanas. And it's. Have you actually got a favorite weapon to use?
Well, I would have to say, like my favorite is probably the bow because it's there's just more you can do with it. It's really, really versatile. I love the chucks. I love the sword. I love all the weapons, but I would have to say my favorite to use is my bow.
Yeah, I'm, I'm, I love katana, but it's the one I can never use. I used to be quite good at it now, but tonfa would be more in line with what I'm good at. But
Well,
So
fortunately, I have been fortunate enough to be able to get like the demo weapons, so I don't have to worry about cutting myself a whole heck of a lot. But I do enjoy it. I love working with the sword. It's a ton of fun. I've done a dual sword form and did pretty well at tournament with that, but the bow seems to be what's tried and true for me.
yeah, and I know you follow along with Michelle Smith's um, freestyle staff classes.
Yes,
That's
she is
actually how we know each other.
unbelievable.
And do you think you'll be incorporating a lot of her tricks into your routines from now on?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
When I go out to tournament, I'm absolutely using a bunch of that stuff. I mean, she is a staff goddess.
yeah,
I mean, I've been training for like 17, 18 years with the staff, and she's like light years ahead of me.
yeah,
I mean, it's just amazing what she can do. But I mean, I found her channel looking for new tricks, and the first one I saw was the monster roll. And
yeah.
I'm watching this thing, and I'm just like, how?
Oh,
So I tuned in and I started looking up some more of her stuff, and I'll be honest, after the first week and a half of the live stream, once quarantine hit, I was doing things I never thought I could do. So
yeah.
absolutely, that is going into my routines.
Excellent. I was the same. Now, I actually interviewed Michelle a few weeks ago, and I was saying to her that I was teaching a lot of staff before our dojos closed over the virus, and never dropped it. Never. I was quite proud of that. And then during lockdown, watched one of Michelle's videos, and I dropped the staff. And I thought, that's it. This is what I need to learn.
Anymore, I'm telling all of my weapons students, rule number one, if you're not dropping your weapon, you're not really practicing.
Yeah,
Rule number two, when in doubt, go back to rule number one.
yeah. That's back to my Aikido.
Yes.
First, learn rule number one. Excellent. And Danny, how can people get in contact with you and follow you along on YouTube?
Well, I have a lot of different social media sites. I mean, the Super Shea tutorials on YouTube. I have a Twitter account, Facebook page, and they're all linked on my YouTube page. And I also just started a Discord channel, which I'm going to be, kind of incorporating into all of that. Just to, if people have questions, I want to have an outlet to talk to them, because I am nowhere near the threshold of being able to do live streams on YouTube. So I'm still a baby.
We're all learning, so it's a big learning curve at the minute. With everybody seems to be moving online, and there's so
Yeah, I mean,
much.
the quarantine just threw everybody for a loop. I mean, we weren't planning on shutting down. We had this whole elaborate plan in place. We were going to have everything set up to where we could do our classes, clean the equipment, have the next class, and then our governor came on and he says, "No, y'all are shutting down."
Yeah,
So we had our emergency meeting with the board of directors, and we were like, "Okay, what are we going to do?" And
yeah,
and I told I told Mr. Franz and our founder, I was like, "Look, I think if we do this online thing, there's all kinds of programs. There's Big Blue Button, there's Zoom, this, that, and the other." And I said, I don't think we have to lose all of our students for this period of time. So we ended up jumping on board and doing Zoom classes with our school, and it worked out for the most part.
yeah,
The biggest problem is that our art is self-defense based. It was all based on the applications of how to use the moves.
yeah,
So like, it's really hard to do applications without a partner. So, I mean, we found out that there's a lot of things you just cannot do online for like martial arts.
yeah,
Because it is about seeing that punch coming at your face and, reacting to it and feeling what it's like to actually knock it away, or, when you're sparring, feeling what it's like to get hit. That's an
yeah.
important part of it. I mean, if you've never been hit before and someone punches you, I feel sorry for you.
It's a shock, but
Yeah,
And
it'll shut you down quick, fast, and in a hurry.
yeah. And finally, what does the future hold for Super Shea? Will we see a Patreon in the future?
Yeah, I've been toying with that. I actually, I looked into Patreon. I want to say the day before yesterday. When we were talking about it on Michelle's Discord, I looked into it and I have a page set up. I have not hit the launch button. I'm still pondering how to make it work because there's a lot of different pieces in there that, like, I don't know how the platform works, so I don't know how to upload to it, what to upload to it, and all this, that, and the other. So I'm still in the planning stages. I do plan on doing it at some point, and hopefully, eventually, I'll be able to open my own dojo with my federation because I am absolutely loyal to them. They've made me kind of who I am. So I couldn't possibly think of, straying from that. But I'm going to keep doing my YouTube tutorials and have a good time with that. See if there's something I can do to kind of supplement that and help people out as much as possible. Because I figure if I have the passion for this, there's got to be other people that do. And I want to push them if they see one of my videos and they're like, dude, I so want to do this. I want to be able to tell them, great, here's a school you can go to. I know people all over the place. You're in Germany, great. I know this guy, talk to him. You're in Ireland, talk to Sensei Emmett. You're in Canada, Michelle C. Smith, absolutely.
Definitely. Well, it's a great pleasure having you on, Danny.
It's an honor. Thank you so much for asking me. I was kind of taken back.
Well, I'm trying to get everyone on and give everybody a platform to speak, and so I've seen your weapons tutorials and they're excellent. So it was a great honor to have you on.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I consider myself a novice in comparison to Michelle.
Always stay humble.
Well, thank you much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll chat to you later.
All right, take care.